Good morning. Well, my goodness, Marty. Morris slept with you last night. Where's your snuggle buddy? Come on, Gray. Just hustle. Good morning, Stripe. Good morning. At 60 hours, I'm going to break my fast before we go for our walk this morning. And I've got a fried egg and some warmed up steak that I cooked Friday night that's been waiting for me for when I broke my fast. I also have cream in my coffee this morning, drinking it. The last 2 days black was, oh God, it was disgusting. I can't stand black coffee. I guess I don't like coffee that much. My blood sugar this morning was 79. Yesterday, last evening, we checked it 2 or 3 times. It was in the low 80s. I feel like it's time to break my fast, and hopefully I'll get a little bump and enjoy our walk this morning. It's 8:10, so I've got time to eat this without inhaling it, and I'll talk a little bit more about it in a minute. I don't want to burn my breakfast. Yeah, so I went about 60 hours fasting, Friday at 8 until this morning at around 8. Dawn calculated it for me, and I did lose approximately 2 pounds, although that was not while I was fasting. And it's not just water weight, because I drank gallons of water, you know, trying to keep myself happy when I couldn't eat, and use those keto chow electrolyte drops, which is no calories but salt, magnesium, and potassium to make sure I stayed okay. But Dawn says I got into autophagy and I had maximum growth hormone, and you know, I passed the window where the fast was doing everything it was supposed to do for me. So, but if you want to know more about it, Dr. Jason Fung would be the expert, and then there are a lot of other, Dr. Sten Ekberg, we watch him a lot. There's a lot of people out there that'll tell you why you would want to fast, and you can start small. You can skip breakfast. Then you can skip breakfast and lunch, and then maybe eat at dinner and eat breakfast a day later. You know, you can start small and work your way up. We're getting ready to hop in the car for our walk, but I see we have a situation here. Marty and Tux and Morris this close is not good, and Stripe's actually in the direction of the house. You can see Tux's face. He looks perturbed. Let me just carry you back down to a safe spot, okay? I can help. I can rescue you. I got Tux on the bench behind me. That's okay, I can get it. Thank you. Thank you, Donnie. Such a gentleman. I have started my walk. Don did good. He doesn't let me leave the car, at least not more than a few steps. I have to say that I still feel just a little less than perky. I sound perky, but I'm hoping on the walk that that the perkiness will return. No doubt it will return, because I really would like to have not broken my fast until after our workout this morning, but I just saw, you know, you got to be smart about it. I just saw that wasn't going to happen. I went up the hill, walked up the hill to see the kitties, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm eating before we walk this morning. It's I wouldn't say it's refreshing out here this morning, but it's doable. It's going to be 89 and probably pretty hot and humid here today, but since we're out early, it's not too bad yet. I wouldn't want to do the walk this afternoon though. So far so good. I would say my perkiness has picked up about 30% to where I'm feeling more normal. I'm moving in the right direction, I feel. I don't like exercising on this full stomach, but I won't do that on a regular basis, and I really didn't have a choice this morning. This first part of the walk to South Park is the uphill part, the like non-stop uphill part, so it's the hardest part of the walk. They're weed eating and mowing over here this morning. But they'll have inflatables set up here Saturday for the town 4th of July fireworks, which are on the 3rd. They always start the affair at 6 p.m. and they have lots of things for the kids to do and food concessions, and They keep it trimmed up anyway, but my point is they're certainly going to have everything nice and trimmed. They may even come and do it again before the weekend, see how much rain we get. It's slow this morning. There's only one car here, us and the guys doing the lawn work. But it'll be booming starting 10 a.m. when the splash pad opens for sure. Those parents have been out here with their kids promptly at opening time, because you know the little kids are going to take a nap, so you got to come early. Besides, it's less sun and heat for the parents in the morning too, and still plenty hot. I'd say I'm feeling about 80% of normal now. We'll check my blood sugar again when we get back to the house, but I'm expecting it to have recovered at least into the upper 80s, despite not eating any carbs, because all I had was butter, steak, and egg with some salt and pepper, and the coffee with some heavy whipping cream.
So they're going to possibly build a 14-mile bikeway from Chapel Hill to Raleigh that parallels I-40 for commuting via bicycle.
Oh, there's a huge copperhead behind you. Not
Yeah.
close. Turn around.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, this guy is serious.
Yeah.
Now, this is a venomous snake, and you certainly don't want to mess with him.
Yeah.
He's,
I would say that's definitely an adult.
yeah.
They don't get much bigger than that.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I see copperheads on this because this is where I run 3 or 4 times a year.
Yep.
You know, but anyway, they're building a 14-mile for commuters for bicycle commuting.
From Chapel Hill, from
Raleigh somewhere. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact. It's going to parallel I-40.
and it's going to hit the Falls of the Neuse Greenway, whatever that.
Trying to connect up with that's right, the cross. There's a greenway that they're trying to go coast to coast, from the coast to the mountains, bikeway trail. So several greenways are going to be joined together.
So we'll see how that progresses when it progresses. Don said it's going to be 14 feet wide.
Yes.
So it really is thought to carry mobility, and
Well,
it's not just for walking, they're hoping.
Yeah, it's not just an exercise.
Yeah.
Because I think this is like 11 feet. So 14 feet is basically the width of a car lane.
So I'm sure we'll be following this for some time to come.
Yeah.
How'd we do?
49.28, 2.48 miles. 5,448 steps.
What was our pace?
1955 per mile.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. 50 minutes, 8 seconds, 2.3 miles, 148 beats per minute. Let me stop it and tell you how many steps I'm at. 64.38. So that's about where I am after our walks most mornings.
Way cool. That's great. Yeah.
I feel 80-90% of normal now. I feel sure my body upped my blood sugar a little bit. I could have gone longer. I feel okay.
Yeah, it's 80 degrees. The sun's pretty strong, so
Yeah.
it's definitely warming up. And the breeze is still there, but it's dying.
Yeah, we got our walk in just in the nick of time, if I had to say.
Yep, I agree.
There he is. Hasn't made an appearance with his unicycle in a few days, so with us going out in Jules pretty much every day, we have been getting the paper a little bit more with the car, or I'm taking care of the kitties when he goes.
Or I run in.
Or you run in and grab it, yep. But the unicycle is still definitely getting used, just maybe not quite as much. Thank you for watering.
You're welcome.
I watered these ones right in front of the garage because they get the full brunt of the afternoon sun, and the coleus really is a water hog when it gets this size in the pot by moving towards the end of the summer. So, though I guess really we're only like midway for us, since we won't have first frost until about November 1st. Stripes behind me, Gray's beside me, and Slate is over there looking on. I guess Gray's had enough. I didn't give anybody a whole lot of attention over the weekend because the mosquitoes were biting so bad, and it's like that every summer. I long for winter. They're gonna go back to their front porch now. Stripe must be walking over because they don't want anything to do with him. Poor misunderstood boy. He may have chased them a time or two, but nothing more than Tux does. He doesn't hurt them, but he does, you know, lay chase a little bit. He's got to have somebody he can pick on. Yeah, I checked my blood sugar and it's 89 now, which is great. Like I said, I'm pretty much feeling back to normal, which is expected since my blood sugar is back in a normal, for me, expected range, whereas getting down into the 70s is normal low for me. So, yeah. Don's on the daily conference call now, and it's 11 a.m.-ish. And I'm going to start my day by sorting at least one, if not both of these bags into the bins. These came out of that huge bin and are some of the pieces I'm most likely to need and use sooner than later. So, versus going back to the bin right now, I'm actually going to go through these bags. It took me just over an hour to do that one Ziploc bag and then put everything in the bins. As you can see, this bin's getting pretty full. I could use some 1x3s and some 1x2s, but it's, you know, much more stock than it was before I started. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the second bag now. I hate to disturb them. Stripe, Marty, and Morris are all laying here by the back steps, but I'm headed out in Ruby for a few minutes. Marty's being agreeable right now. You guys stay here. I gotta go get in the car. Stay out of the way, please. There's a chance of a brief rain shower, but no severe weather alerts up, so I think it'll be fine. I'm taking a pair of shoes over to Amazon return back to the UPS store for Dawn. I've been sorting Legos for 3 hours and I need to do something else besides sort Legos. Good afternoon, Ruby. I've only got like 8,300 steps, so I'm probably going to walk up to the UPS and then I'm probably going to go over to Walmart and walk in. Well, that only took a couple of minutes, easy peasy. Yeah, Dawn ordered a new pair of running shoes, sneakers, and for some reason they came in like double E, triple E wide width or something, which is not, I guess, what he ordered, or he ordered the same as the last pair, but you know, New Balance keeps on redoing their you know, their shoe numbers or styles. So you find one you really like, and then, you know, 12-18 months later you want to go back and get the same shoes, and it's next to impossible, because he would have just got the same ones. He's happy with them, right? So he researched and found the ones that were as close to the ones he's got now, because he really likes them. And then, you know, he couldn't get exactly the same thing. Or, he, you know, he ordered them under good faith, the same size as the ones that he had. And then, you know, they weren't right. So we had a New Balance store in Raleigh, up by Pleasant Valley Promenade by the Electrify America station. And they closed it. So you can't go there anymore. I'm sure there's someplace else local that sells them, but it's not quite the same as going to the actual New Balance store. There are some Lego kits on sale. Some friend sets, some creator sets. Like this one is $7 off. This one's $10 off. This one's $10 off. Of course, you'd have to check Amazon and make sure it's really cheaper. Well, they've got Friskies, but no poultry platter, no mixed grill, and none of the farm chicken. So I guess I'm going out empty-handed on cat food. It was uneventful in Walmart. I got some broccoli, onions, and avocados. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Now you gotta move your arms, probably.
Oh. I can't move my arms?
I said you gotta move your arms. You do want it to count, right?
Yeah.
It's just going forward.
I did my 10 minutes, 10 today instead of 5 like yesterday, at a pretty good clip. And I told Don that he should do his because he doesn't have his 10,000 steps yet. He's got to do 2,000 steps. I only had to do like 700.
I bet there was.
So, I figured out how to get it to count steps.
He's cheating.
I'm not cheating. I put my Fitbit on my ankle.
I'm gonna be done real soon.
It's either cheating or intelligent, one of the two.
It's called Lazy Man Protocol.
Well, I figured out how to get steps thanks to our viewer also.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's called Move Your Arms.
yeah,
I
well-
wish it would just let me put my hand on my thigh, and that was good enough because that's really comfortable for me. It takes a little of the pressure off my back, but
Right.
that didn't seem to be as productive as actually swinging them back and forth. So
Right.